China's giant plane stuns U.S. engineers. Meet the beast. A shocking debut. In late 2024, satellite images and state media in China unveiled something so large, so unexpected, that it sent ripples through Western aerospace circles. It wasn't a new stealth fighter, drone swarm, or hypersonic missile, but a massive, unknown aircraft rolling out of a hangar in Xi'an. Nicknamed Kuanping, after a mythical giant bird, this plane dwarfed anything China had revealed before. With a wingspan reportedly exceeding 80 meters and a fuselage the length of a football field, the aircraft's proportions stunned even U.S. analysts. Aviation experts quickly compared it to America's legendary C-5 Galaxy and Antonov An-225 Maria, but what shocked them more wasn't just its size. It was its purpose, a mystery wrapped in titanium. Initially, defense observers speculated it might be a next-gen heavy cargo lifter or a high-altitude surveillance platform. But deeper intelligence reports pointed to something far more strategic. China may have built the aircraft as a multi-role aerial mothership, capable of carrying hypersonic drones, deploying space-based assets, or even launching mini-space shuttles. Equipped with 6 next-gen turbofan engines and composite materials throughout the fuselage, the aircraft, codenamed XH-11, is believed to have intercontinental range, satellite uplinks, and a modular interior designed for rapid role changes. It can haul payloads previously impossible for China to move by air. Not just big, strategically brilliant. Why would China build such a behemoth? According to aerospace analysts, it solves multiple problems. Hypersonic deployment. The Kuanping could launch hypersonic weapons mid-air, bypassing air defense systems and extending their range dramatically. Orbital access. With space ambition skyrocketing, it could deploy microsatellites or reusable spaceplanes without needing a full ground launch. Rapid logistics. In a potential Pacific conflict, China needs a fast way to move tanks, missile systems, or even troops across the South China Sea or into Tibet. This aircraft fits the bill. More importantly, it gives Beijing a strategic logistics backbone that rivals the U.S. Air Force's global reach, something China has lacked until now. Design secrets revealed. Imagery and leaked specs reveal a truly next-gen airframe. The aircraft features blended wing body design, reducing drag and increasing lift. Stealth-optimized surfaces. While not fully invisible, it uses radar-absorbing paint and angled panels. Active cooling for engines, possibly indicating use at higher altitudes than normal cargo planes. Modular cargo bay, that can switch from troop transport to rocket launch platform in under 6 hours. Engineers suspect the development borrowed heavily from stolen or leaked Western tech, particularly from NASA's X-33 project and Lockheed's advanced transport designs. Why U.S. engineers are paying attention. It's not just the dimensions that caught Western defense analysts off guard, it's the rate of progress. China has leapfrogged critical bottlenecks that once hampered its aviation programs, such as reliance on Russian engines or structural fatigue issues. The WS-20 engines are reportedly fully indigenous, with high bypass ratios similar to the US-built Pratt & Whitney F-117 PW-100 engines used on the C-17. American engineers are reportedly impressed and a little alarmed by how quickly China achieved these breakthroughs. One defense contractor source told Defense One, "They're doing in a decade what took the US 30 years. That level of progress raises big questions. If China can build its own fleet of massive airlifters, what else is it capable of producing? And how soon?" US reactions. Stunned and scrambling. The rollout of Kuanping reportedly caught the Pentagon off guard. While the US has long assumed China was investing in heavy transport, nothing on this scale was expected before 2030. Strategic implications. Why the Pentagon is watching closely. This beast of a plane is about more than just mobility. It's a strategic enabler. It allows China to deploy troops and equipment thousands of kilometers away in a matter of hours. That dramatically alters scenarios in places like Taiwan, the South China Sea, or the Indian Ocean. With each Y-20 produced, China expands its ability to fight a multi-domain, expeditionary war, the kind of warfare the US military has spent decades mastering. In a hypothetical Taiwan invasion, for example, Y-20s could drop entire armored brigades and airborne divisions behind enemy lines within hours. And if turned into aerial tankers, they could extend the range of J-20 stealth fighters, enabling strikes deep into U.S. territory in the Pacific. We're now playing catch-up in the sky. DARPA and the USAF's Rapid Capabilities Office were immediately directed to accelerate America's own high-capacity transport projects, particularly those using blended wing bodies and hybrid air-breathing propulsion. Meanwhile, U.S. analysts are closely watching flight tests over the Gobi Desert, where China seems to be simulating orbital drops and drone recoveries. Beast of the Belt and Road. This isn't just a military platform. It's also a symbol of soft power. China is already hinting that the Kunping could support Belt and Road humanitarian missions, delivering aid after disasters or deploying mobile hospitals. With massive global PR potential, it reinforces the narrative of China as the new global caretaker, especially in the global south. But make no mistake, this beast has teeth. Underneath its soft power veneer is a platform capable of power projection on a scale the PLA Air Force has never seen before. From theory to threat, the Kunping wasn't just built for show. Military planners believe the aircraft could play several roles in a Taiwan invasion scenario. Rapid deployment of missile units inland, away from US and Japanese strike range. Mid-air launch of reconnaissance or strike drones, like the WZ-8 or CH series. Satellite replenishment, keeping Chinese eyes in orbit even if current assets are destroyed. Airborne C-3I node, coordinating hypersonic strikes and cyber-electronic warfare from above the battlefield. These roles make it a force multiplier not just for logistics but for the entire kill chain in modern combat. The road ahead. China's not done. Leaked procurement documents suggest a fleet of at least 12 Kunping-class aircraft will be built by 2030. Some may even feature hydrogen propulsion or laser-based communication relays. Meanwhile, Chinese aerospace conglomerates are partnering with nations like Pakistan and Iran for future export versions, albeit smaller and less capable. Whether this becomes a global game-changer or a high-cost experiment depends on how well it performs in its upcoming military trials. Conclusion: the sky just shifted. In a world increasingly dominated by stealth fighters, hypersonics, and satellites, it's easy to forget that raw capacity still matters. China's XH-11 Kunping is a bold reminder. It may not dogfight or shoot missiles, but it enables those who can. Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.